Hello and welcome to Draft Chats, the newest series on the channel where I take on fellow football manager content creators in a game of draft mode and ask those important questions in a little get to know you session with the other streamers. So, our first guest today is none other than the United City FM. Probably known him for a while, he's been on the YouTube scene for quite a while, but this year hit Twitch by storm, getting really good viewer numbers and doing some absolutely amazing saves. Let's go over now, meet Kev, and let's get started. Hello guys, welcome Kev to the channel. How you doing, mate?
I'm doing great, thank you very much. How are you?
Lovely stuff, mate. Yeah, doing very, very good, man. Been a hectic period.
Fantastic.
I'm guessing the same for yourself with the new game just dropping and stuff as well. Very hectic period between streams and videos and everything else.
Yeah, it's all in the preparation, isn't it, basically? But yeah, It takes a bit of getting to the point where you're happy for the release to happen and then get going with the stuff you've prepared, really. But yeah, it's cool. Yeah. It's good.
I mean, it's been a case of, I know for me personally, a month prior, just like, oh, what am I doing for my beta? What am I doing for this? Blah, blah, and I get it all together sort of thing. And then bang, you're ready, good to go.
Yeah.
And guys,
sourcing thumbnails and intros and all sorts of other bits and pieces sometimes. It's a bit of a pain, isn't it? But
all that good stuff. So, for anyone that's came to the channel and did see the intro as well, we have mentioned prior, we are doing the Big Six today in the Premier League. As my draft time goes down here, I'm just noticing that in the background here. So, Big Six clubs, you're going to have 2 players from each club, unlimited budget. So, let's get into it. First one, I'm straight at the top of the list. Big Kev De Bruyne. Yeah.
Nice.
I'll go straight in my boy Kevin. That'll be done.
I'm gonna go with Lukaku.
Perfect first pick, mate. Absolutely, probably the best striker in the league anyway, realistically. Even Ronaldo.
I think so. I get a second pick.
Oh, you got 2 in a row.
Okay. Well, then we will have to go with, where is he? Virgil.
Oof, straight in there with Virgil. I mean, I can't let CR7 sit there doing nothing. He's got to go straight away. Him and De Bruyne, yeah. Something. Oh, I got 2 in a row. I got 2 in a row myself here, as well.
I think that's how it's going to work all the way through now, potentially.
2 back in the back. I mean, I want to go back to Chelsea as well. Get my first Chelsea pick in with N'Golo as well. Why not?
Mm-hmm.
So, normally the first thing I ask in these draft episodes / interviews is, who do you support and how come that team?
So I am a Manchester United fan.
Oh.
And the reason primarily is that back in 1983, yes, I am that old, I watched the 1983 FA Cup final at the age of 7. It was the first game I ever really remember watching properly. And simply because Man United won, myself and my friend Ben decided we were going to be Man United fans. And that was it, really. I've been that ever since. Couldn't change now, even if I wanted to. And I don't.
I don't blame you. It makes sense, to be fair. It's nice to hear people actually have like an actual origin story to the teams of support, not just like, oh, they won the league that year, and that's what I picked them. Like, you watched it with a friend, you both decided at the time that's what you're going with.
Yeah, I'm now out of touch with him because this was many moons ago. I don't know whether he still is or not, but I definitely am.
That's good to hear, though, man. Way to be. Like, I started like Birmingham City. My family growing up, none of them like follow football. None of them watched football or nothing. So it was always a case of, well, I don't know, but I like football. And then my best friend was a Birmingham City fan. So I was like, you know what? Mm-hmm. That's where we're going. And I look back now and I think there's so many better teams I could have picked. But the memories are there. The memories are there. That's the main thing. Oh,
absolutely.
Let's go Saka. Try Saka out.
That's a good pick, I would suggest.
Lovely. Always Saka. Why not? I've got another one, haven't I, as well?
Yep.
So now I'll stick with Arsenal then. I wanted to try Tomiyasu out because he looks good from what I've seen on people's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll give him a go out as well. Or Takiro. Give him a run out. Why not? So obviously the first time we kind of met each other wasn't actually through Football Manager, was it? It was through, it was through Minecraft during the summer.
Indeed, absolutely.
See, like most of the creators who are in that server had all met through like FM type stuff. We were just complete opposite, like chatting through Minecraft. Obviously, first thing I said was, "How on earth you built this house?" It absolutely blew me away. And the first time I saw your house in the game, I was convinced he must be like a pro, like Minecraft player, not a foot major player. Honestly,
I can assure you, in no uncertain terms, I am nowhere near either on both. No, I love Minecraft. It's my escape from content creation in a way. I don't put it on my channels or anything. I just play it because I like to play it, and it gives me a release from other things, basically.
Oh no, I don't blame you. It's just that sort of game where you can kind of like sit back. I'll say sit back and relax until you go to something a bit more challenging. Then I spent many times just shouting at my TV, like, "Why is this happening?"
Yeah, totally.
Why is this thing happening on TV? But no, like it's such a good like escape sort of thing. Like we spend so much time playing Football Manager as well. Sort of, you need the other game you can just go to and kind of think, right, it's my relaxed game now. Like I don't need to. I'm not in front of a camera. I can just sit back, relax.
Yep. Exactly that. It really is. And it does that job really well for me. I really enjoy the game, but there's, no pressure to play it in that sense. I do it when I want to because I want to, really.
I've just noticed something. I picked Vardy, didn't I? It's meant to be top 6.
Ah, well.
I won't play him, it's fine. I just completely realised. I just looked, I was like, oh, what have I picked him for? didn't even clock on. I get Sadio Mane instead. It means he's fast as well. Similar.
That is true.
Similar in pace. He'll do the same business. Just that fast person who can run past people. He does exactly the same job. You know what? Even as a Blues fan, I hate to do this, but Jack Grealish can come in as well. And if he's available, I'll take him.
That's quite something of you.
And I'm going to begrudge it later on. If he messes up for me, he'll get it all in the neck. Don't worry.
Fair enough.
So jumping back to Football Manager.
Yes.
Do you remember the first one you actually played in terms of the games, like Championship Manager? And do you remember who the first save was all that time back?
Well, all I can tell you is that it was definitely in the first 1 or 2 of the Championship Manager series, but I can't remember whether it was first one or second one.
Okay.
And the likelihood is, again, not totally remember, the likelihood is that it was probably a Manchester United save because it's what I would have done at the time just to get myself set in something that I was learning in that sense because I knew the team, I guess.
Well, yeah, no, that makes sense.
So yeah, it would definitely have been that I would imagine, but it's that long ago now I can't actually remember if I'm totally honest.
No, I totally get you. I was the same as well. I'm pretty sure I started Birmingham City for my first one, but I couldn't remember who was in the team back then. I'm guessing it might probably been Championship Manager 0102, possibly.
Right.
But I couldn't remember who was in the team or anything now, going back that far.
I've just noticed a long time ago now.
I've just noticed I've done another. I did Zuma, didn't I, earlier on as well? I mean, I'm not doing very well with this draft poll so far. I'll just leave him at the squad.
He played for Chelsea at one point. I'll let you have it. It's fine.
It's all right. I won't play him. I won't play him. It's fine. I'll take Harry Maguire instead. Had a lot of stick the last few days, so I'll trust him.
Yeah, indeed. He has indeed.
I mean, it's not the best of times to celebrate against Andorra, is it really? Like, sort of team
not really.
Obviously, it's like a Premier League club playing in the Vanarama club sort of thing. You don't run off celebrating like a mad celebration, realistically. You kind of expected to get them goals. If you're not getting them, you're doing something wrong in the first place. To not be getting them,
Definitely. Yeah, I do totally agree. It was not particularly well advised, I don't think.
No, not at all.
Bless him.
Robertson's still there. We'll have Robertson. On Robbo, come on down.
I'm just trying to figure out any gaps I've got in my club choices at the moment.
I'm thinking, apart from the players I've picked that I can't even use.
Got those. Oh, it's me. Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
Have a look and choose something then. What am I going to do? So what about you with Minecraft? Was it just purely because you felt like playing something different, or have you always played it, or what?
I played it with my kid mainly, like the last couple of he started playing it at the start of this year and got really into it. So I played it a lot on Xbox with him. And then I was thinking, oh, you know what, like I can get it on PC. I'll get it on PC and play it myself a little bit. Then the server started up and I was like, was this perfect time to get more into it and trying to learn more? I'll do my own save offline sort of thing whilst messing around, getting to know like the actual like how it all works sort of thing. And there's more just like a learning curve that I was playing an online server. I was like learning on the spot like more so because my little boy always play like creative mode, so it's never a challenge. You just spawn whatever you want, sort of thing, and get on with it.
Yeah.
Where I thought this is a bit more of a challenge now, sort of thing. Like actually, like get to learn the game a bit more in depth. You know,
Sure.
kind of like dragged me into it and just got hooked. It's just one of them
It
games
does
you,
that.
you just get hooked on, can't you, straight away, realistically.
So badly. I fell down such a deep, dark hole with it.
You don't even realise you can be playing it sort of thing. You're like, in 5 hours, and you're like, oh, where's the time gone?
Exactly that. Exactly that.
See, I haven't played it in quite a few weeks, to be honest. It's been one of them, because obviously the last few weeks been so just like any spare time going to like content stuff of like for FM. So when things calm down a bit, hopefully find some more time to start playing it again.
Yeah, I have been exactly the same. There's only so much time that you've got for these things at the moment with the recent FM release. Really, it does take a lot to get all of that stuff together. So my Minecraft time has been very, very short.
Oh, definitely. I'm trying to work out who I'm missing if we get 2 players from each club. I need some Spurs players in here.
Yeah, that's what I was checking out as well, to be honest, to make sure that I was fulfilling all of that.
10 seconds of one Spurs player. Anyone. No Spurs. Oh, who was that there went past? I'm out of time, and we'll take Oxlade Chamberlain. I've got 5 seconds. Chuck him in. Shut the Ox in. Give myself a bit of a window trying to find some Spurs players now.
So I've got 2 Spurs. I've got 2 Arsenal. I've got a couple of Liverpool. I think I might need some Man U and Man City stuff.
I'm not sure what I've got so far in terms
Man
of players.
City is fine. Man U. Okay, let's go find some Man U.
He's pretty versatile. Could use him. So obviously with like your content creation journey and stuff, where did it all start? Obviously, I know you did YouTube first, then Twitch. But for anyone watching who came in, like I came across you mainly on Twitch first, then YouTube. So anyone who's watching who hasn't really caught you before, where did it all start with like YouTube? Like quite a while ago. Like how long have you been on YouTube stuff basically, and just going into the journey itself?
So I've been on YouTube for the last nearly 3 years.
Okay.
Sorry, I wasn't just trying to focus
It's
on
all right,
what I'm thinking as well. YouTube I've been on for the last 3 years or so. Twitch I've only been doing for the last few months. There you go, sorted. And yeah, the reasons for doing YouTube in the first place, Football Manager is always something that I've used to entertain myself. I don't know what you know of me, but I have a disability called spina bifida.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that, no.
It means that my mobility is not particularly good. There are also some hidden elements of me that don't work necessarily as well as other people's do in terms of how my body works and stuff. And so ultimately, I'm not reliable enough for a full-time job, never have been. So my wife works, I don't. So I was kind of a house husband sort of, but it gave me a lot of time on my hands, and ultimately that time was filled with Football Manager stuff just to entertain myself more than anything at times. And after a few years of doing that, I came across a few people like, Dr. Benji and the like, that were putting their stuff on YouTube that they were doing in the Football Manager world, and thought, well, I've got time. I play the game a lot. Why not have a go myself? Just for no other reason, just to give me something to do.
Well, yeah, exactly. If you're going to be at home anyway, why not try to break into that market? Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. So that was the reason for starting, really. And so that was 3 years ago. And yeah, it was just that. It was, I had the time, I had the desire to do it. I had to get a bit of equipment together, which I did. And ultimately, I did it purely for my own self enjoyment, a project to sink my teeth into, something that I could fill my days with, and anything else that comes along outside of that, in terms of any success that the channel does or doesn't get, etc., is just neither here nor there in a way.
Yeah, it's much like a bonus sort of thing. Like
Yeah,
you're
exactly.
keep yourself entertained at the same time, sort of thing. So any success it gets, great,
Yeah.
really, isn't it? Sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly that, really. So in the end, that's what got me started, and it's been great. I've really enjoyed my time doing it. I think that's my 18-man squad done.
Yeah, it's
I
my 18.
think.
Saying that, I've got 2 players over, haven't I, from Zuma and Vardy.
That's fine. You can pick another couple if you
To be
like.
fair, I'll,
to add them in.
I'll just leave them on the bench and not play them. It's fine. Not a problem.
Fair enough.
They won't get played.
Um,
They can sit on the bench.
So yeah, just to finish all of that off, basically, I started for my own sense of well-being, my own sense of worth, giving myself a project, something to do to fill my times. And what I found is community, and I found a purpose and a project, and something that I've seen grow, and it's had a huge impact on my mental health and my mental well-being and all sorts of other
That's amazing.
senses and stuff. So yeah, it's been fantastic, really.
That's amazing news, man. That's the best part of this sort of community, man. Like, everyone's so good with each other and they help each other. It's just an amazing community to be a part of. I only found it at the start of this year, and it's changed me completely, sort of thing. It's helped my confidence levels go up,
fantastic.
and everything feels it's a lovely place to be, isn't it?
Sure. So are we finishing draft at this point? Am I finishing?
Yes, we're finishing our draft. So everyone, we'll be joining you back in 1 moment for our match. So guys, here we are. We're back now. Match time. United City FM versus Murph FM. Are you ready?
I am more than ready. Let's
more
do
than ready.
this.
Confidence. Love it.
Indeed.
Full of confidence. A big match. I'm hoping.
I've just seen your team, though. Of course, it's full of superstars. I forgot that you had a team as well as me. That could be a problem.
Yeah, just you select the team against anyone. Oh, back 5 as well. Van Dijk, Rudiger, Trent. I forget you had a pretty good team as well.
Yeah, there's a lot of talent out there, isn't there? Absolutely.
And so we go. First highlight as well.
Here we go.
Trent, big throw. Here we go. All the way into the box. I mean, Maguire off the line. Maguire saving the day. Here we go. More long throws. Just throw it in the goal. Oh, Edison.
The little Diddy man. The little Diddy man. It wasn't even one of the big centre backs.
Edison, mate, what are you doing? Completely blocked off, and he's marked off it. I mean, it was Salah who was marking him. There's 2 players and Edison.
Yeah.
They always mark each other.
They just marked each other, missed the flight of the ball, and Salah went, "Thank you very much."
Oh, boys, come on. Not the start I was hoping for. So with that, actually, FM success so far. What do you think your big success been so far within Football Manager? Either off camera, on camera? What's been the best thing that you've done within the game?
Ooh, I think there's probably lots, because you and I have already said we've been playing this game for a very long time, haven't we?
Yeah.
I remember back in the day, years ago, and I can't remember which year it was, I finished the game in terms of, at one point there's only 30 seasons you could play.
Oh, really?
Yeah, years ago, and I did all of them. I can't even, it might have been at PSG, but before they became mega rich, it was just a French club like every other French club.
Yeah.
And I stayed there for the whole 30 seasons, I remember.
No way.
Won like 20 league titles or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but that was really long time ago.
Yeah.
So that, I guess in more recent times, in terms of my content of creation of FM, to be honest, my biggest achievement is still being here.
Yeah, just being
3
involved.
years.
Yeah.
And just carrying on doing what I'm doing and enjoying it, and still wanting to put it out. I've had bits of success along the way in terms of on the field during my content, but yeah, I mean, over my time, I've pretty much won most things. I won a World Cup with England an FM or 2 ago on my content creation, so that was kind of fun. That's in the midst of a big, long journeyman series. So yeah, those kinds of things, really. But yeah, just keeping on is the biggest thing, really.
Right, here we go then. Second half. Not the best of starts from them, not gonna lie. We didn't do too great. I didn't see a single highlight for us.
Well, I mean, it wasn't phenomenal for my guys either, really. They had a lot of shots, but nothing that really constituted too much of a highlight either, really.
No. Go on, Tommy. Oh, he's at the post.
Oh, that was unlucky.
That's better.
For the amount of talent on display, we're expecting a little bit more, aren't we, really?
Oh, Grealish is injured. You know what? Let's put Macy Greenwood in there. Go on, Mace. Put Macy Greenwood in there, Shadow Striker. Give him a run.
Why
Can't be doing any
not?
worse. Grealish has done nothing. Typical. Blues fan
I'm
picks to be
really
ex-Villa
surprised
player.
how good my conditioning is for my players, to be honest, at this point. I'm quite stunned.
Yeah. A few of mine starting to drop off now, sort of thing, but we started pressing a bit higher now. It's been a very quiet second half. It's almost over. It's been nothing.
Yeah. It's been a bit of a problem.
It's the fastest match I've ever had in the draft mode. That's right. Nothing's happening, is there? Need to try and go for this a little bit more, though, honestly, at this point.
15 minutes to go or so. It's flown by. Considering we're on extended highlights as well.
There's been no highlights. That's the problem.
No, absolutely.
There's
really
been absolutely nothing. We've had one highlight this whole half. It's absolutely flown by.
You'd imagine with all of those world-class players, you'd get more, but hey-ho.
Oh, and that's another injury as well. Saka's out now as well.
Dear.
Yeah, it's going good.
I promise you, I haven't asked them to go and lynch you all or anything like that, you know, but...
I'm sure. I'm sure of it. Feels like it at this moment.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Everyone's
I mean, we've had, between us, we've had 32 shots at goal, and we've had 1 goal and like 2 highlights.
So I don't get it. I can't believe there's been like no highlights at all, considering everything's happened this match.
Absolutely. It's so bizarre.
Tons happening. So, most recently, Twitch has started the Road for Valhalla, your Nordic Glory Hunter.
Yes.
Where did the idea come from exactly? Anywhere yourself, or?
Well, I mean, we've all seen Dr. Benji do the Glory Hunter and all that kind of stuff. So it was sort of stemmed from a little bit of that, a little bit of the thought. I wanted a journeyman in there as well to be able to move around the place. And the Nordic area, the Scandinavian stuff, as I collect my trophy, by the way.
Congrats.
It's kind of all contained in that sort of area. So I've got Denmark, Sweden, Norway, Finland, and Iceland, the top leagues all loaded up. And we're starting in Norway, but we're going to try and win all 5 of those top divisions, basically. It was just something that was going to be able to sustain an FM22 cycle, but also have changes in there in terms of club and countries and other bits and pieces. And we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's kind of a new one for me, but I like the journeyman element. I've got one going on my YouTube as well. So yeah, that's just how I like to play, really.
Well, congratulations. You have beat me 1-0 in the quietest game for highlights ever. I don't understand how there's no highlights really still in that whole match. It used to be the dullest game to watch, but hopefully the chat's interested everyone. They've gotten to know you a bit better, so that's the main thing. Getting to know each other and people getting to know you as well. I mean, look at my strikers' ratings: 6.4 for Mane, 6.6 for Ronaldo, Greenwood 6.4. The one in the game. This wasn't in the game.
My defense was awesome, and then Salah was great up top, but the other 2 strikers that were around didn't do a thing. And just really weird. I mean, having said that, we had loads of shots.
I know. We had the same match shots on target as you guys. Possession weren't too much more in your favour. Like 10% more possession in your favour.
Yeah. We just cancelled each other out, I guess, maybe.
Yeah.
There weren't enough weaknesses in the teams to be able to exploit anything.
Yeah, too much world class around the pitch. Well, for everyone watching, let's get you out. Socials, YouTube, Twitch, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, all at the United City FM, basically. So come and find me there. And there's a Discord that you can get through from my Twitter onto and all that kind of stuff. I stream every weekday, 3 till 5 p.m. usually, and I release a YouTube video every evening at 6:30 all UK times.
There you go, everyone. Make sure you go check Kev out, the United City FM. Don't miss his stuff. Kev, thanks again for beating me, I guess. Thanks for coming by to the channel today.
Well, the pleasure. Thank you for having me.